Ooh. Alright, I gotta hurry up, y'all. I gotta hurry up for real. Okay? But I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Now remember this, okay? This is something actually that I learned yesterday. Okay? So don't be like, you ain't know that before when you're trying to tell us. I'm not. It's just an interesting fact, okay? I'm not nobody's teacher. I do like to teach things and stuff that I learn and stuff like that, but I allow myself to be led by the good spirit whenever he decides to. And some stuff is just for me. And then little tidbits I probably can share with you. And this will help my fellow sisters out, okay? Especially if you got you a man. You want you in my man. Thank you. You want you a man, right? I was looking up, what is God's desire for us as women? Because I am not a man, okay? And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not a man, okay? And I know that we have to be strong black woman. I got to do it. I understand that better than anybody. I have 5 kids. Trust me, I understand. I've been single for 10 years. I get it. By choice, okay? I get that, right? I do. But one of the things that I was looking up was, what does God want in a woman? And then, of course, what does he want in a mother? And then what does he want in a wife, right? Not saying those are all things we're supposed to, just stay as be, but we actually, at our foundation, is what we are, right? Same thing as a man, right? But I'm not a man, so I'm not going to speak on a man. He wants us to, according to him, if we're not married, our desires unto him. And then if we are, our desires is unto our husband. So I said, okay, all right, and that's just not like fleshly desires, which we all love, right? Like, come on, that's not just that. It's also, I was looking up in this one article, and I've never seen that before. I've never thought of it that way. It said that he wanted us to be submissive to our own husbands, not somebody else's husband, okay? Our own, okay? And then also love God, and then also be a disciple to our husband. And that's it. We think about disciples. We think about Jesus walking around and, his 12 disciples. I said, what? Let's look up disciple. I said, what is that? A disciple. And I said, a disciple of the deed? Like, what you mean? Like, what you talking about? You understand? Okay. All right, there we go. Wait a minute. Okay, a disciple. Okay. Synonyms of that means a follower. Like, I got 1 million followers. Like, you don't follow me? Like, a disciple means a follower, a believer, an admirer, a devotee. You're devoted. A pupil. A student. So I said, wow, a protege. You should be a protege, not just for the penis. You should be a protege for his practicality in life. I sound like, what's his name? What's that man's name off of Living Color, guys? I'm about to look it up. Wait a minute. The Stay Woke brother. That Damon Wayans played. Okay, let me see. What is it? Guy in jail. He's always been in jail. But anyways, yeah, we're supposed to be a protege of our husbands. And I said, what? So, I've been single for 10 years. So this is, Oswald Bates. I sound like I'm on my Oswald Bates this morning. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to the synonyms of the word disciple. Means a follower. It means an adherent. You adhere to them. You're not out of adherence. You adhere to, you're a believer of them. You're, of course, a supporter. The opposite of a disciple is a critic or an opponent. An op. So if people is your ops or acting like your ops, you don't owe them your admiration. Why would you follow somebody that's your op? That goes in platonic sense, even in business sense. That goes romantically. That goes with family. I don't have to admire you if you're a critic or an op. Now, we can have constructive criticism, but that's only if we have a repertoire. We build up a repertoire. We have a relationship. If we no longer have no relationship, your criticism is just an opinion. And if you keep trying to push that, you're an op. Because it's none of your business. We're not in each other's life in that way, right? So when it comes to you having a husband, a boo, your thing or our thing that we want to focus on, because I don't have no man yet, but our thing we want to focus on is that we want to be a student. We want to be teachable. I once heard an old sage that now he like Benjamin Button. He wanted to be young now, but he was an old sage at that time. I heard him say, be teachable. And that just really stuck with me. You want to always be teachable. Now, you don't want to be like them women where the men crept in unaware and led you away by lust. And you understand? I mean, I like lust, but you understand in its proper context. Right? So a protege. That's why somebody who likes to learn and you're inquisitive, you're going to need to be with someone that teaches you something. It's just what it don't have to be like they're this prolific philosopher, but those are things you find attractive. Now, what they teach and how they teach and the mode in which they move, you need to pray and ask God, the Most High, okay, is this something I should be following? Is this something you want me to admire? Right? And then I'm not just gonna be following and admiring nobody, and I'm not sleeping with you. That's crazy. That's why I want a husband that does that. So I am a protege, but I'm gonna be a protege unto the Lord as I'm a protege of mine. You understand? Or that I'm not. Why do you think a lot of women, if you notice women that are around people, professors, regular teachers, gurus and stuff like that, why do you think they feel so insecure? Because they know how those women responding to those men teaching them things. It could be even be in corporate America. You see this new little intern, the intern. He had he had an affair with an intern. They got those storylines from those little soap opera stories. They got those from somewhere with the intern. Why? Because that woman is fresh-faced. She's enthusiastic. She's willing to learn. And we women, we know a lot of times women are manipulating that. Okay? So on the opposite end of the spectrum, you also want to pray that your husband is not surrounded by false disciples. False people that act like they're learners and proteges. It's that they ever learn it but never can come to the truth of the knowledge. You don't really care about the truth. You just want to act like you learning something because you want some attention. You want some vitamin D. You understand? Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. You ain't got to be arguing with these females and stuff like that. Especially if they ain't your man. If you liked it, you would have put a ring on it in public. So did they put a ring on it? So now, that's why I've been single for 10 years. I've just been observing, sitting back looking just, I have my kids with older men, but I'm looking at the younger men. They look very nice. Very nice looking men. But their energy and stuff, it's like, sit down. So I think because I was with the older men, and I don't have daddy issues, so don't go there. Rest in peace, Dad. I have a father and a stepfather, so don't. I have uncles and everything. Okay? But if you already have a man, you should be a learner of your man. That's why a lot of times you will notice, especially the black community, you will see like when women are up under these, ministers and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that, but and you got to be, and they go home to their men. Your pastor said that's why those men get mad like that, because they want you to be a disciple of them. Now, the problem is, are you with someone that's not worthy of following? And where are they leading you? Where we going? You trying to make me irritated all the time and frustrated and trying to make me jealous, playing with somebody's emotions? That's emotional abuse. I don't want to be bothered with that. I'm a strong black woman. That's somebody that like to live in peace. See, I'm a protege to peaceful penis, to a peaceful personality, to a peaceful person. I don't mean you perfect, not perfect, peaceful, or at least trying to stay there or trying to get there. Right? Beautiful. It also means an upholder. What are you upholding, really? Right? Submission to your own husband. What are you submitting yourself to? I'm going to pull it back. See that? See that? What are you submitting to? Submission underneath the man's mission. What is their mission? Is it to irritate people, act like a fool, or is it, is it all about image and stuff like? What is their mission? So yes, I'm late learning this. Like, girl, you 40, you got four kids, you got 5 kids, and you 40 years old, and you passed your, you're not everything. You passed your prime, and okay. I'm still learning, and because I'm what? Teachable. And I do have kids, I got to tell them, right? What are you talking about? Or I could tell a young lady if I could see she complaining about something. Be teachable, young lady. If you have a decent man that's worthy of learning something from, you're already blessed. You really shouldn't be in another woman's business. You need to be learning about your man, because if you're not, another woman is. That's not to create, competition, and no, that's common sense. That's why Sarah said, we love our husband. We look, and y'all like, she doing that, and she got a sports bra on? Yes, I'm about to do a workout. Yes. Okay, look. She said, we love our husbands. We cover our head and call our husbands Master, Lord. Call them Lord. Oh, Master. That means the master, they have to have mastery in some type of area. The person should be smarter than you. Okay? I'm trying to figure out why they send me messages and ain't even time. The person should be smarter than you. You should be a pupil of that person. That means you should be teachable. Just like when you go into a classroom, when you go learn, even though you know about the job, you got to learn how they teach you to do it. You are quiet. You taking notes. You being thankful. You showing your manners. You should be like that with your man. Not saying we should be like slaves, but you should be like that with your man. That's what it is. And maybe that's why in the past, like myself, nothing wrong with the guys, you know. I take full accountability, because the error of my ways was I was lustful, you know. I used to really have a thing about, I mean, I still like dark-skinned men, but I done opened up the spectrum a little bit, you know. I had a really good thing about dark-skinned men. I work real hard. So my thing was, I thought I was deep, but I was really, really shallow. That's how it is when you're young. I really thought I was like, he working, and I was really shallow. Like, I know. Nah, girl. No, you don't. I could go back to the 25-year-old me like, girl, no. Okay? That's growth, right? That's real. So I'm not bitter about out here. Oh, my baby daddies. God bless them men. They done moved on. They got married to women their own age. They got similar personalities to them. Because they knew, okay, this married this young girl. Because I was being teachable and they didn't want to teach me nothing. Sometimes men know something they don't want to teach you. That's another red flag. If you know some things you don't want to teach me, but you want to teach everybody else around here, what am I following? Where do you understand? What you teaching me? What can I be a protege of? What am I a pupil of? What am I a student of? Where's my submission? Where's my studentness? That's the word I just make up. Where is that going to in the scheme of submission to you, right? What am I supporting? Right? Those are important things, right? And I think it's beautiful. And then also on the opposite end of that, a way to check yourself as a woman, which I am learning, the opposite of a disciple or someone that's a follower or someone that's a devotee to something is a critic or an op. You can then turn into your man's op by being overly critical. That's why it says a man would rather dwell on the rooftop or in the corner of the house, the corner of the rooftop, just than to be in the house of an angry or contentious woman, right? So that's where we have to check ourselves and work on our attitude. It's just what it is. If you want the vitamin D that God got you for you. I'm just saying it like it is, okay? And that we ain't competing, and listen. I don't do that over here. I wish you the best. You know, may the best person. Well, okay, you won. God bless you. It ain't the only game in life. There's several games in life. Okay. It's enough D out here in the sea for everybody. You know, get on somewhere. And if you are polygamous, be a polygamist. I'm not against that either. One of my best friends growing up, her mother was polygamous, and it changed her life for the better. Okay? That woman, and I still have tremendous respect for her and respect for her late husband. May he rest in peace. That was a good man, okay? He taught his kids how to build fires and everything. I mean, her kids, everything. So he was really good. So I appreciate that. If that's your life. And I don't care what you say about it either. If that's what I feel the Lord telling me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So anyways, contentious means controversial or disputive. You know, contended, you moot, you vexed. You know, you're unsure, you're uncertain, unsettled, right? It's like really disturbed, borderline personality. These are synonyms. See, I told you I'm on my Oswald Bates off of Living Color. I'm on my that type of time. Okay? That's what it means. So if you showing that you uncertain in your man, you got some stuff that's unresolved, you need to pray about that stuff. Or it might be from your past. You might need to pray about it because it get in the way of you getting to know somebody new, the person the Lord sending you that way, and then also your way with him. You could be having unresolved things. You're not opening up intimately with him. So you don't want to be vexed and upset. Also being another person's business, that'll leave you vexed. Especially if you don't like them. For whatever, you might be jealous of them. We all struggle with jealousy and stuff like that. It might come out in different forms, right? But we all have a little jealousy, a little envy and stuff like that. You need to repent of that. Just let it go. Okay, Lord, let me focus on my own covetousness. That'll leave you wanting what they got, right? So if you have a man, you need to be the disciple of your D. You need to be a pupil of that penis. You need to be a protege of that personality. Not no other female. And not no other, what they got going on in the men's and stuff. And I know we all like a little tea and it's funny. Okay, you know, get your little key in. Okay, well, we was keying. Like, go ahead and do that. I like to do that. I laugh every now and then. But at the end of the day, who do you have your vows with? Who are you in covenant with? Now who are you coveting? That's the difference. You covenanting. You more of a follower, and of that you're showing inverted admiration. That's what haters are. Switch your focus on what you following, what's feeding you. What you following should feed you. And it should be good for your soul and your body. We know we want a little feast of love as well, right? So I thought that was good. And then you don't want to be controversial in your own house. You're just bringing up controversy. You're being controversial towards another woman's life. Girl, move on. Unsure. You know, when you have behavior like that, when you're all up in somebody's business, you kind of show yourself to be unsure about your own stuff. Because if anything, most grown people, they sure about one thing. We got to pay these bills. We got to take care of these kids. You know, you got pets. That's what you'd be sure of, right? Okay. So I just wanted to share that with somebody. Unsettled. Ask the Lord to settle your spirit. Lord, I need to settle in my spirit. I need some help. I might have a little anxiety. I might need a little medicine. You might need a prophecy and a prescription. I'm an advocate. And this is from Helps. My gift says Helps. I'm just a maid. I'm just a cook and a cleaner. Okay? That's what I like to do. I like to do that. So whatever. I guard it. I don't want to act like I'm something that I'm not. And I'm not a man. I don't want to usurp authority and teach over me. I've never wanted to do that. I don't have the capacity to do that. I don't care to. At all. It's very uncomfortable for me. And it's very annoying. And it makes you unsettled. You know, now you trying to compete with me. I can compete with no man. This is a patriarchal system. They love men. So I like men. So, okay? You know, read the room. You understand? So, yeah. You being vexed and moot and upset and intense and heated and fierce. Like, you argumentative like that all up in the house. Even if you're not arguing with your man, you all up in somebody else's business where they can see that. That's weird energy. You're not being a disciple of them. You being a disciple of whatever you disgusted by. Which another synonym for disgusted is hate. What's she doing? What is your man doing, boo? Because while you're not learning something about him, somebody else will try to learn about them. Everybody don't play fair like me. Some people don't get... You understand what I'm saying? This is a little wisdom I learned from the sidelines of cooking and cleaning and being single for 10 years. This is a little bit something. I've been studying myself. So all those people trying to hold your foot to the fire. You got to hold your... You ain't to hold me accountable for anything. I'm fully well aware and I'm taking accountability. And I don't owe that to you. Because I'm not a disciple of you. You're not my husband. And I'm not a man. See? Right? So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Just don't be vexed today. You know, stuff irritates you. I get mad and irritated. And I'm asking the Lord to help me with my attitude. And y'all like, well, that's why you're single? That's why I'm single. And you old? Okay, I'm old. You got kids? I do. I ain't got no men around my kids. But when I do decide to go there with someone, as they're getting older, right? My kids are getting older. I want to wait till they get a little older. You know, nothing wrong with having a friend or whatever, but I want to be able to be in the right posture. And the right posture is to be teachable and to be a disciple of the D. A pupil of that penis. And a protege of that God-given beautiful personality. Not perfect. You don't want perfection out of your man. But they should be teaching you something. Not following effery. But following what he's faithful in, what he's supposed to be doing in his life. That's it. And then you help that. And you have a good time. And a lot of sex. And good food. And laughing. And tickling. I mean, it's just all sorts of things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like things you do with a man. You understand? Focus on your man. And if you ain't got one, focus on the Lord. Peace. Alright, I gotta hurry up, y'all. I gotta hurry up for real. Okay? But I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Now remember this, okay? This is something actually that I learned yesterday. Okay? So don't be like, you ain't know that before when you're trying to tell us about. I'm not. It's just an interesting fact, okay? I'm not nobody's teacher. I do like to teach things and stuff that I learn and stuff like that, but I allow myself to be led by the good spirit whenever he decides to. And some stuff is just for me. And then little tidbits I probably can share with you. And this will help my fellow